So the basics on the Wong Duen, the theory, it's just really circle blocks, circle movements, right? So really I'm coming across my body this way and come across my body this way, just circles, right? I can come on the outside and make a circle on the outside. Wax on and wax off is all that is, okay? But I'm going to be very blade conscious on this, and I'm actually going to dial in the movements to really reflect some actually practical applications that can come along the way, and blocks and parries, right? So if I'm doing this big movement here, which is fine, I'm going to dial it in a little bit. I'm going to turn my body across, my hand across my body, turn the blade outward. I want to make sure I'm cutting up. I'm coming up, and as I get to this is that roof block, or the buquan, right? As I come over this way, more of an outside block. As I drop it down closer, I still have an outside block. Then I have a cut that comes down to the bottom, bringing it across my body. And again, that circle now is really, I'm kind of defining all that. First of all, I'm becoming very much aware of where the blade's facing, right? So I want to be cutting. I'm just not making a circle, slapping it. I'm turning the blade in, coming up, around, roof block, outside block, down to here, and this kind of cutting motion, bringing it across, up and around. And within there, right, this is that sabichai, which is like a parry kind of posture. We've got the buquam, we've got the overhead block, we've got an outside block, we've got definitely a parry type position in here, or outside block and middle block, and then it comes down. There you go. And I just dial that in, nice motion. I just kind of repeat this. So this, I don't think about it. This is just how my body is going to move. Now I want to work with this hand too. So again, edge aware, okay? I'm having it. My knuckles are facing the blade here. Turn it across my body. Bring it up, around. When the wrist gets here, let it break. Come through, right about here. Blades to the outside, up, around. Slower the better. I want you to really dial in every part of this movement, you know, because I don't want to also break my wrist here and just have it come down. Now, practically, or tactically, I don't know what's going to happen in the fight. But right now, I'm trying to train myself to bring this all the way down to here, let my wrist break here for the cut. Now, so we just did this inside with my right, come across my body, this way. Now we have the outside movements, right? So the same thing from here, I'm going to make sure I got edge aware. I'm going to turn my palm up, almost like I'm dangling it. I'm going to bring it up, tight, bunai, over here to the rabnai, vertical, and then drop it down. Again, as it comes through, I turn the blade outward, so as I'm bringing it up, I'm cutting up, blocking up, cutting up, all the way around, and then down. Same thing with the left. Practice that one. Turn that blade out. Have it come up, around, down, and drop, and around, and drop. So, we don't have to do that right here, but do this a bunch, you know, when I get you some swords. I got about 25 sword pairs ordered shipping today. So I'll have some swords for everybody to, you know, they can practice at home with. So, now I can, for another part of the drill, I did a single, right and left, cross and outside. Now I'm going to do, let's say I'm going to do both outsides. So I'm going to turn them both out, come up, cross through here, and down, right? Turn them out, up, cross, and bring it down here, let them break and down. Same thing with coming across. My body here, I'm coming up, opening. This is an opening move right here, right? Bring them down, come on through here. It's like, la la, open up, spread, down. The other way, start crossing, turn them out, come up, closing. And also, you can see this in the Philippine motion, we call it that guti motion, that closing motion, that scissoring motion too. Okay? That's all built into this drill. All those attributes can come out of this drill is what I meant to say. Now, when I'm doing this, coming outside, I can actually do these both at the same time. So this is more of a following. So as I come up here, I begin this transition here, down, and cut. Up, down, and cut. So I come up, around here, turn this out as I bring it through here, and down. Turn this one out, up, turn this one out, break, and down. So we have this little flowing motion here. You can see this could be a block and a cut. It could be a parry and a cut. It could be a block and a slice. Come down, up. In a way, a lot of the Filipino sinawalis kind of come out of these motions. I'm just really teaching these just separately and breaking it down a little bit more. Okay? So, we have the follows. The follows. They could be same time. Same time. I can put a little step in there. Clear it out. Practice that way. Up and around. Now I can come, open up, and close. Right? Open up, and close. Good. Okay, so, drop one. Another thing we can work on with this drill, we can realize that that can be applied in a 360 fashion, and we're just basically, if we're multiple opponents, multiple assailants, whatever, I'm having to deal with 360 space. So I have to be very conscious. Chill out here. So what I got to do for this particular drill, I'm going to have this position, this position, this position, this position, this position, this position. I'm just coming 360, but I'm just not punching out. I'm actually doing the Wong Duen theory at the same time. So if I come over here, instead of just blocking, I'm coming up one. This side. Two. Could be a cut. This side. Three. Right, bring it down. Four. Behind me. Bring it forward. Five. Behind me this. Six. And seven. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And just go ahead and practice those movements, okay? Now what's interesting, I'm going to just do this because I want to send this to a couple of my friends. We do a largo drill in FCS. And the reason I really like the Krabi Krabong is because it's really changing the game to a little bit more of a blade-oriented, long-range game, with swords. FCS tends to be a lot of short-range, dagger and spot, and maybe you got your swords and daggers in there, but you also have the sticks. It's very close quartered. They have some drills that we do in FCS that are designed for more long-range, some largo drills. And one of them is very similar to this, except the angle's a little different. But it's just a strike here, a strike here. Come over here. I'm keeping this whole area clear here, right here. From here, I'm going to bring it up and around and over and cut here. There's that movement we just did the Wong Duen here. Now I'm bringing it back here. It's like a parry, cut, and finish. So really, besides the 360 I was doing with these vertical movements, I can actually have horizontal movement in the Wong Duen theory. I can have angular motion in it too. So it doesn't really lend itself just to be this one plane on the x-axis, on the z-axis rotation. It can be horizontals up here. It can be front to back. And as illustrated by the little drill, if I just did one sword, 2, 3 right here, you can come up, 4 right here, come back, do this here, and cut. So that's here, up, maybe cut, and down, and turn it here, sideways, and cut. So it's all available within there. So I just want you to practice the basic, and then the 360 drill I showed you, right? When I'm just actually going all 4 points and angles, my left, my right, my front, my back, my front, my back from backhand side, my front. The only difference between this one and this one is the outside, and this one is the inside. This one is my different plane, right? And then forward here, more in the horizontal plane. Okay?